Subscribe to the channel. This is Kimi. Welcome back. Gotta bless all them people, man. Shout out to Fat Joe, because that's the only rapper I heard, but, that's helping out that Bronx situation. I know he's from the Bronx, so obviously, but it's some other rappers from the Bronx, though, but they having a funeral today, man. Hey, my condolences to all the victims in the fire, man. That was just crazy, man. Hopefully they get that bronze, and they fix that stuff up, man. That's landlord, and it's a lot of stuff that goes on. And when you living in apartments and living, if they don't have the right people coming out fixing that stuff up on a regular or keeping up with the electric and stuff like that, it's bound to happen. It is. Yeah, you got them type of people. They just want the money. They ain't trying to do nothing else. They just want the money. And you see what happens. Subscribe to the channel. This is Kimi. Watch this video.
Being held for 15 of the 17 people who were killed in last week's Bronx high-rise fire.
The victims being honored today, the youngest is just 2 years old, all have ties to Gambia. Services are later this morning at the Islamic Cultural Center on East 166th Street. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands is live in the Bronx with more for us. Good morning, Shantae.
Good morning, Michelle and Tony. Dozens of people are streaming in now to that mosque for the funeral service. It's for 15 of the 17 people killed in that apartment building fire that service will be held here today. That white tent is where people will go. That's part of the community and politicians. The actual relatives and friends will be allowed inside. That group of people that you see right now, that is the women's line waiting to get on the women's side of the mosque. Now, only again, family and friends are allowed inside. This is about 2 miles away from the high rise where the fire started 1 week ago today. The youngest victim was just 2 years old. The oldest was 50. A funeral for all but 2 of them were held at the Islamic Cultural Center of the Bronx. A separate service for a younger brother and sister was held in Harlem on Wednesday. The fire started from a space heater inside a 3rd floor apartment at Twin Park's Northwest apartment building in Tremont. The front doors to the apartments did not automatically close behind the tenants when they fled. It caused the stairwells to quickly fill with smoke. One of the 15 people killed, 8 of them were children. We spoke with the man named Haji Dukure. He lost 5 family members in that fire. He spoke with us about the outpouring of support from this community.
Right now, those type of encouragement is what's keeping our family together, is what's keeping us strong during these emotional moments.
Yeah, and joining me now is Dr. Bolo Omotoshi. He's actually one of the board members of the mosque here, and he also represents the district where that fatal fire happened. Dr. Bola, thank you for meeting with me today. Can you speak to me about the magnitude of this service that will start soon? 15 lives that you guys will be honoring this morning.
Yes, actually, thank you for having us and thank you for being here. We want the entire world to see. It's a huge loss to the community. We have 17 souls perished, and today we're having a funeral service for 15 souls. In a few minutes from now, they'll be bringing in the caskets, and of course, it will be very short because the burial itself will be taking place in New Jersey. And according to the Muslim rites, it will take at least about to take a run into 6 hours for the actual burial.
And we see, I didn't want to say hundreds, but thousands of people are expected to attend this?
As we speak, I believe the time is still an hour before we start. Yeah. We're expecting the bodies in a few minutes from now at about 9:30. And of course, we are filled to capacity. We have the entire street cordoned off with extra sitting outside. And apparently outside, it's going to be 2 phases. And this is a both public-private funeral. And the public part of it is when we have elected officials and all the various agencies that have been supporting us since last Sunday when this incident happened. And of course, we'll be hearing from them as well before we go into the prayer session.
Dr. Bola, what do you say to this community, to the thousands of people that are expected to come, the hundreds at least? I've seen a lot streaming here. What do you say to this grieving community?
Well, I just want to say thank you for the overwhelming support that we've had from the community since this unfortunate incident last week Sunday. Nobody expected it, but if it's the will of Allah that it should happen, it's destiny. We take it as it is, and thank you all. Keep us in your prayers.
Dr. Bola, thank you for taking